Really? I muted the mic. Thanks for pointing it out. Oh, I feel like a fool. This is not the first time it happened either. Oh my. Dios mío. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Thanks for pointing that out. I was laughing earlier because I really liked your joke, Happy Thanksgiving. And I was just explaining to a muted audience that why I thought that was funny, because my nickname is Hank and you know that. So can't believe I muted my mic again. So that's like 30 minutes of sculpting quietly, which is actually impressive that some people stayed to watch here. So thank you for that, everyone. Bear with me, new streamer here. Really. Got a new follower earlier. If you're still here and watching, thank you for following. Appreciate it. Like I said, new streamer, so you know. Alright, so I guess I will explain some of the stuff then. What we're doing here is we're making a Gargwa. It's a little beastie from Monster Hunter, but I figured it looked a bit like a turkey and it would work well for a Thanksgiving monster. Yeah, that's the main thing. So what we're doing today is we're just doing rough shapes, general ideas. So that's gonna be today. Maybe start on the neck or the face. You know, start at one part of his body. I will do the feathers another time, and maybe we'll even do posing today, because this one's not gonna have a really complicated pose like the grung, like the frog we did earlier. This one's gonna have a simple pose, probably just standing up and looking away or something. So we can do that as well today. So we'll see how far we get. We got over an hour left. So yeah. All right. So which pose do we like? I got a couple images up there. You know, it's a bird. It's not gonna have something really fancy. I'm not gonna spread its wings because this is a beastie that doesn't really spread its wings in the game either. Right? It's just always curled up. I think the wings aren't even functional anymore. I think I'll just, you know, maybe just do it like the way it's standing right now, but turning its head, and then you know, curve his body a bit to accommodate for that. So yeah, what's next? Let's clean up those feet a bit, because they were quick and dirty. Let's merge these. Push down. Push down. Let's make some chicken feet. And like always, this is your Google image search for today. Chicken feet. And of course I get images of cooked chicken feet instead of... I just want to see the feet of a chicken. I don't want to see that chopped off feet. Feet chicken. Whatever. Actually, let's just do feed turkey since we're at Halloween. Again, Halloween, I mean Thanksgiving. I'm sorry about that. Alright, so these look simple enough. Man. So I'm still a bit out of it because I noticed my mic was muted for half an hour. Alright. These look simple enough. Turkey feet. So how are we all doing today? So what I notice here, these curve out. I don't know why they do that, but apparently they do. Alright. And they're a bit scaly. Actually, they're pretty big scaly. And they have like big nails at the end. So how are we gonna do that, guys? How are we gonna do that? You're not gonna tell me I will just do it, but what's the best thing about holidays? One of my favorite reasons for holidays is food. I love the food. I love exotic food as well. What am I thankful this year? I'm so thankful for there are a lot of things. I started a master's degree earlier this year, master's study. I'm happy I got the chance, the opportunity. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that people are actually tuning into this, even though I'm just starting out as a streamer. It's like my 4th stream ever, so yeah, I'm happy for that. Thankful for my beautiful girlfriend. She's adorable, she's sweet and pretty. And I'm happy my health is recovering. I've been out of the running for a while this year, so this you know, this is a moment where I'm just happy, you know, where I feel like getting stronger, doing happier. That's a good thing. What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for this year? I'd love to hear that. And if we're going full Bob Ross mode, by the way, I think we can all be thankful for having a wonderful year, wonderful time, making happy little feet. Okay, that's scaly. So these feet, the feet of a Gargwa are not that big, but you will see a bit of the details, so I have to pay some attention to that. Sometimes I put way too much attention at certain points of a miniature where I'm like, okay, this is only gonna be 1/10 of a millimeter. You're not gonna see this if you 3D print this. Although I do like to have nice detailed images once I make screenshots. So what I'm doing here is I'm just doing like this. Okay. You got your college degree. I knew that. Yeah, that's really something you're to be thankful for. Congratulations again. Alright. Let's get the rest back. Alright, so that's part of it. So, oh, actually, the whole legs are scaly, so we need to accommodate for that. Let's make everything invisible except for the legs. Let's make those transparent. Okay, so remeshing, dynameshing. This one, dynameshing. Smoothing it out. Put these together. Alright, do they have knees? I don't think they have knees. They have backward knees. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Backward knees. Are these actually long enough? Let's see. No, I think the bottom part of the leg should be a bit longer. Let's stretch it out. And let's move those feet. And stop the beat. Stop. Alright, that looks a bit better. Actually, does it? Okay, so if I... This is math, okay? This is the size of his body from the top of his body to the ground. About 40% up is where we start seeing feet. Thank you for the following. Thank you. Let me see if I can see your name. Oil change. Well, I could use an oil change in my car. Thank you for the following, man. Hey. Alright, back to the math. Here, 40% up is where we start seeing scales. So about halfway should be where the legs start. Alright, we're fine. This looks weird because there's gonna be feathers over the top part of his legs. Hey, oil change. How are you doing? Thanks for the follow. I was wondering, what are you thankful for this year? Since it's Thanksgiving. 2018? Oh, no, I never really updated. I might do that at some point. But yeah, I'm running an older version of ZBrush. Oh man, I hate these Twitch pop-ups. They're like, oh, you got an achievement. I don't want achievements on Twitch. Just want to do my thing. All right, let's get back. I digress too much. Okay, scaly feet, scaly legs. I digress. So what are we all thankful for? I know myself. I know Mr. Glitterface. Okay. So these look like. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna mask the top side in little rows. It's solid. What is that? You're alive, yeah. We're all thankful for that. Bam, skills. At least that's the basis. Right? We can work with that. Thanks for the follow. So yeah, we got an expert here, Mr. Oil Change. Another ZBrush user. You're the first follower here that's familiar with the program, I think. At least the first one that talked about it. And noticed I had an old version. I think there's a bit of a delay in chat. Or to stream in chat. For R6, yeah, that's the one I have right now. I have 6, not 8. Let's see what happens if we put some scale texture on here. I'm just wondering if this is gonna work. That doesn't look good, does it? No. Me no liking. Maybe if I up the resolution a bit. Oh, that's a bit better. Someone made clips. That's new for me. There was something. There was a thing. I'm really new to this whole streaming biz. Can I look those back? Those clips at some point? Guess so. They look like baguettes. French chicken feet. Let's up the resolution here as well. That looks funny. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. These are a little wider. The top feet. So let's stretch these out a bit. All right, and they're also wider to the sides, to the left, to the left, to the left. Not sure if I'm happy with those legs so far. Nice work. Thanks, man. It's just the basis. Yeah. Okay, so turkey legs are just regular scaling. All right, check later, man. I'm glad you liked it. Hope to see you again sometime, and we can chat this. Oh, if you're still here, I have a Discord channel. If you're into that, with a couple people that are into sculpting. So if you want to join there, that would be cool. Never used this tool. It looks like okay, I got a mutation gene. Nope, we're not doing that. What's the point of this? It's like mega inflation or something. I guess that's what it's for. Okay. Chicken feet, turkey feet. Okay, let's do this again first. Let's get the move tool. Let's mask this a bit. Let's stretch this out a bit. There we go. Do that again here. Maybe. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I have no clue. Hi, Mom. My mom says she's watching. She just sent me a text. Hi, Mom. I'm waving at you. I'm drinking water, not beer. All right. Let's inflate this a bit. Smoothen it out before we start roughing it up. Sounds redundant. Probably is. Alright. So if you want to say hi to my mom, she's watching now. So I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Let's smoothen this out. Is the music too loud, by the way? I'm just wondering because nobody said anything about it earlier. Only that my mic was out, muted. Because I'm silly. Okay. Okay, this needs to double resolution. Look. Oh my program crashed. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, let me just reboot that. Good thing I turned on autosave, so we shouldn't have lost too much progress. Oh, you're still seeing it in the stream, right? It crashed on my computer. I think we just got a screenshot there. Oh man, I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. Oh man, okay. Okay, we're a couple steps back. Nothing too worried. Okay. Let's change this. Boom. Okay. Well, that was awkward. So it looks like we lost progress on the legs. Kind of. That's fine. We'll just do this in turbo. Subtools, geometry, Dynamesh. Transparency. All right. All right. Let's see if I can do this real fast. Okay, that was the feet. Now the bottom leg. Up the resolution. I will not be talking this much because I just want to do this real quick. Okay. This can be a bit rough, that's fine. Move to reselect everything. Brush size up, brush size maximum. That's why we like Broly, right? Its power level is maximum. That's an old meme. That's way over 9,000. First, let's mass inflate this. Right. You know what? This is actually fine. This like that, because apparently that's how skills work. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the inside. Jeanette. How are you? You want to follow me here? You can hear a saxophone playing if you press the follow button, and you will also get notified when I start streaming again. If you would like to see more and more often. I think this actually looked better than what we had before the crash. Yeah, it does. Let's use some other tools. Flatten, where are you? Flatten, 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 flatten. Glad you're enjoying. How are the kids? I heard them scream earlier today through the telephone. They're sleeping. Nice and quiet. So we're making a Gargwa. It's a bird-like monster from a video game called Monster Hunter. And it looks a bit like a giant chicken slash... Oh, thank you. It looks a bit like a giant chicken slash turkey slash ostrich. So that's what we're making. Yeah, thanks for the follow, Jeanette. So there we go. This strange beak. You can see images above my head of what they look like. So they have scaly legs like all birds. Because birds and dinosaurs share genes, so... Alright, same thing we gotta do to the top legs. But only till about halfway. Let's do the whole leg anyway. Can't hurt, but we'll probably not see the top side of the leg because it will be covered with feathers at a later stage. But we'll do it anyway. Stretch this out a bit. Can't believe that crashed. So many slip-ups today. Must be because I'm nervous or something. Maybe I'm nervous. Am I? No. In fact, I'm starting to get a bit more comfortable here while streaming. Alright. More black lines. Black lines. I use this for spikes or, you know, back, what do you call it? Like backbones. I use this technique also. I will show you later. Because now I'm yeah, this is ZBrush. Now I'm using, or I'm making a bird. So they don't really have spikes, and I'm just sculpting after an existing monster. But if I'm just, you know, making stuff up on the fly, then okay, let me take a detour from the legs. All right, let me show you something. If I do this, and then that. Couple lines here, couple lines, and what I do is I make them a bit pointy, maybe the other direction. That, do that in reverse. Stick these out. Boom, back spikes. See? And that's how you can make like dinosaur scales or dragon scales. See, and this is sloppy because I'm just doing a quick example. But this way you can make like you know, make a non-threatening monster look a bit more threatening. All right, let's undo all of that. Okay, back to the legs. Back to the legs. Legs. There we go. I like the following sound, the saxophone. I put for, so you know, their Twitch has different functions. Like later, you can subscribe or you know, do other things here. And I put variations of the same tune. So if multiple people follow or subscribe or do other things fast behind each other, it will create an actual song. I thought it was funny, but it's probably gonna be a while until that actually happens. Flatten, 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 flatten. I love the flatten tool. I'm so happy when I discovered the flatten tool. It's rough on my computer. Maybe that's why it crashed earlier. I notice it's going slow. Well, all right. So let's put on the scales. Utility. I always like this part because you get so much result with just a little mouse movement. I don't have a tablet. I want to, but can't afford it. I will probably get better results on a lot of these things, and maybe increase the process speed, but whatever. Okay. Let's adjust this a bit. Look at that leg. Look at that. That's one strong mofo. Shape of the lower legs. ZBrush is more advanced than Mudbox. I think it's just different, but I haven't used Mudbox, so I cannot really comment. If Oil Change is still here, he'll probably know. He was watching earlier. But yeah, this can go a lot more detailed. This is just like because I want to get some work done before I finish this. I think maybe this, if once I get feathers down, there will be one more stream. So I think this will be 1 or 2 more streams after we finish this one, to finish this model. So we won't be able to finish the turkey on Thanksgiving. That's too bad, but that's okay. I mean, not in a hurry, right? Okay, so looking at his legs some more. Oh, I'm asking everyone that's here. What are you thankful for this year? It's Thanksgiving. Gotta show some appreciation. What are we thankful for? So there's a lot of things we can all be thankful for. Okay. I said earlier I'm happy this year to just have a wonderful girlfriend. I started in new studies, which I hope is gonna help me in the future. I feel happier this year than last year in general. I feel healthier. I feel like I have a lot to be thankful for. Only I could get a stable job, then the dream would be complete. And then I'll buy a tablet so I can sculpt better. Ah, yes, the dream. Little wings. All right, let's move on to the head. The head, maybe. I'm not sure about the feet. Let's see what I can do here. See you next time. Thanks for coming. You have a nice evening as well. Enjoy the quiet while the kids are sleeping. Alright, let's stretch these out. So, why I was not happy with these. They felt too much like a blob still. I think this is a bit better. Let's see how this looks on the rest. Yeah, it needed a bit bigger feet. I like that. I like that. Okay, let's redo some of these scales then. Okay. Okay. Look at this. This bottom. You know why that happens? Because I put on a texture. If I make this too big, look what's gonna happen. Extreme, right? That means I made too big movements for this size shape. Luckily, we can fix this pretty easily. Just gonna smoothen this out. I'm gonna inflate it a bit. Where's inflate? Here. know what? Let's do that new function, blob. No, that's not working. I'm sorry. I was hoping I found a function for it. But no. We're just inflating this, adding more mass, and then we remesh that, and we flatten it again with the flatten tool. Flatten. Okay, it's a lot more smooth. Smoothen it out. There we go. The top side still looks skated. Alright. Whew, disaster averted. Did it, guys? We did it. Okay. So, next up, head. We need to make this look a bit more appealing. My back starts to hurt. Been sitting too straight. Okay. The bottom beak. This goes in and then goes wide again. The same goes for the top beak. And there's also a little dot on here. This makes it look a bit dodo-esque, if you ask me. Which is fine. We all know dodos are strong, independent birds who don't need no predators. You think if dodos were still around, people would eat them on Thanksgiving? Probably right. Instead of turkeys. Possible. Let's make that invisible. All right. Yeah. Let's do the same for the top one. Put a bit of a hole in there. This looks like a tongue. Blah, blah, blah. Is that right? Might be a bit too much. Yeah. All right. So, what's this called? Is this a mohawk if it's on an animal? I know what it's called in my language, but I'm not sure what it's in English. Because if I just straight up translated it, that would sound really weird. it like this. Is this the way it moves? I think it has spikes like that, right? Also on the bottom. Looks like a rooster. Actually, before I do that, this is too high. Both beaks are too high. It stretches up a bit more. Wider. Ooh, that looks not well. No. Right, I see what's going on. This needs to be inflated a bit. Also to the side here. And the same goes for the bottom. That's starting to look better. All right. So here's one of the things with when you're making animal-like creatures. If you if you make an animal-like creature, people have like an image of that in their head, right? If I'm making a cat and it doesn't look like a cat that much, you will think that's not a cat, but you might think, oh, that's a wolf or a dog or a pig, you know. And that's because we recognize the shapes of faces and heads really quickly. So we make associations with those images real fast. And it's even more extreme for humans because we are so trained to recognize faces. Like if I make a, let's say I make a sculpt of Mr. Bean's face, you will know if it's Mr. Bean or not instantly if you know his face. So that's what makes it really difficult, because a really small thing off means that you know, it's not Mr. Bean. It's someone that I want to be Mr. Bean, but it doesn't work like that. I don't know if I'm explaining this well. Yeah, that's also why in school, if you need to draw yourself, if you make a self-portrait, generally they don't look as well than compared to if you had to make an animal portrait, because for animals we're less trained to recognize them compared to humans, so that's why humans are more difficult. But it's still difficult for animals compared to other things like a building or a tree. Like a tree can grow in any direction. So even though we can recognize, okay, that's a tree, we don't know if it's right or wrong, because it can do anything. But for animals, like a really slight adjustment means it can be a completely different animal. All right. put some height in there on that beak. Give it some personality. Not too much. If I do this too much, then it will look like a crocodile or something. I don't want that. But I do want there to be some lines like this. It accentuates the form, if that's a right English word. It puts some emphasis on the shape of the beak with these lines. See, the beak is much more defined now. Let's undo and redo this just so you see the difference. Alright, okay. So we're here. This is where we started. Look at that. We're not really changing the shape of the beak. We're adding more personality, which makes the beak look more organically formed instead of just random shapes. Yeah. This is true for all kinds of art. This also works for digital painting. This works for actual 3D modeling, like with clay in your hands. Same for all of those things. Like you can, this from the side, this still looks like a blob. If you just look at this. This is blob, right? But we're going to accentuate this. Going to put some emphasis on there. Make this look a little bit harder. Put some lines in there. If you do this too much, you change the shape of the beak. But if you do it lightly, this, it all works out. Inflating this again. Alright. Again, let's undo. We didn't change that much, although here it should be. See, look at that. It looks so like it has more personality. And that's just how you want to model. And if you're done with the whole model or this part, you're gonna be like, okay, let's do it a bit more detailed. We up the resolution, we double that, boom. Now you can make more details in here. Right? This is why I like ZBrush so much. It's so easy to adjust the amount of detail. So if you have a really weak, slow computer, you can just do the basic shapes. If you think, yeah, I can do better. Okay. So we're just doing that. So we're selecting the upper beak. So you can, if you look closely, you can see the difference in data points, right? Here, there's a lot. While here, you can see them more clearly. It's because this one is twice as detailed, the lower one. So now we're going to up this as well. Okay. Just look at what happens to the data points. There, bam. You see that? See how much smoother this all becomes now? Wow, that's amazing. If you're not so into 3D modeling, then I guess you don't really care about that. But for me, that was a big wow moment when I first discovered it. Just using the flatten tool here to make things look a bit smoother, a bit more smooth. Also helps with redefining some of these edges that we just created. Between here as well. Let's remesh that. Alright. Kinda happy with the peak for now. I'm thinking, do we want to keep going for a little bit? Maybe finish this, the head thing. Still don't know what it's called. Let's double this resolution as well. Let's do the same things we did earlier. That's the wrong direction. I want it to go out. Why is this happening? Oh, I had the wrong brush selected. My bad. See, sometimes I'm still like a noob. Alright. Let's put them on the bottom as well. I like this shape. So we something different. But earlier today we discovered that the new South Park season had started, and we had no idea. We didn't notice it until today. So maybe I'll go watch one of those episodes after this. If anyone here has seen them, please let me know. Okay, I like that head thing. I don't know if this is correct, but I like this. Okay, let's adjust it a little bit. That. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to duplicate this. See if this works. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna try this. I'm going to add one, rotate it a little bit, and decrease its size. see how that looks. I was talking about making things a bit more personality. What happens if I have this? Doesn't really need it, does he? Well, maybe. Is that better? Let me look at the original source material. No. Let's take it out. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's doable. That's fine. This goes more up. Yeah, I think this is better already, maybe. Is it? Wouldn't it be cool to have a farm of these things? A Gargwa farm. We're getting there. All right, I think this is where I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna conclude the stream right now. I had fun, but my back is starting to hurt, and I want to do some research on feathers before I continue with this model, because I want to cover this whole body with feathers, at least the parts I didn't do yet. So yeah, I hope you guys will join me for that next time. I think I will continue this next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central European Time. If I have not figured out how to do feathers, this will be put on hold and we will start something new, but I think I can figure it out before that time. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to be alerted when I do a new stream, when I start, you can follow me here on Twitch, on Instagram, or whatever you like. I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Have some fun with your family. Have some nice food, and I will see you all another time. Cheers.